Hey guys, happy Sunday. It's Brian here, generator technician. I wanted to talk to you guys about being prepared for hurricane season in regards to your generator, and as a generator technician, what I keep available for any sort of things that might happen with the generator. And for you guys, it would be, this list I'm telling you is a basic list that could help you in case the generator were to shut down. So first of all, if you have a dual fuel generator, I highly recommend not using gasoline and only doing propane, because the gasoline is what will clog your system. It breaks down and creates a really thick tar that clogs the carburetor and all that. So
in 2 miles,
say you were to buy a new generator that's dual fuel, strictly use propane for the time being. Now during a hurricane season, I would personally get I would have gasoline. Now what I would do is have my vehicles filled up on gasoline. If I have a second vehicle, definitely have both of them filled up and have a pumping system so that in case, say we get hit and you're using your generator and for some reason either we run out of propane, you run out of propane, or it's just not working on propane, you can siphon some fuel out of your car for the generator and use gasoline. Just because the propane part doesn't work does not mean the gasoline part will not work either. They're actually very different systems, and the gasoline goes through a whole different type of tubing that the propane doesn't. So that's number one. I always would have some extra propane and then extra gas just in case. I'd have a pumping system, which is not expensive. You can get a little siphon hose that'll fit in your car and suck some fuel out if you need to for like 20-30 bucks. Make sure you have some extra oil. 10W30. I get full synthetic. It doesn't matter, especially in an emergency. When you're running your generator, when on a load, so say we get hit by a hurricane and you have to use your generator to power the items that you need. Maybe your AC, maybe a little portable AC, some lights, the fridge. It's gonna burn oil. No doubt.
Mile, take exit 26 toward International Airport, Port Everglades.
If you don't have extra oil, it's gonna burn it so low that it's gonna shut off, because nowadays even 10-year-old generators have a low oil sensor.
26.
So basically, if it drops low enough, guess what happens? Yeah, it won't start because of the sensor. It's protecting the system.
For I-595 Port Everglades.
And so always have some extra 10W30 oil. That should have been known right off the bat. Wow, this thing's messing up. Next, have a spare spark plug, have a spare air filter, have some starter fluid.
Continue for 1.5 miles.
And I personally would have a second generator, just a smaller one, You can go get a used one. So just keep that in mind, guys. Keep all that as extra. Another thing, if we get hit by a hurricane and you're running your generator, they recommend in the manual, most of them are around the same, that every 12 hours or whenever you're refilling for gasoline or adding gas, that you let it cool down for about 30 minutes. And then you add the gas and you're checking your oil level. You always have to be checking your oil level. Make sure, it's on the side of the engine, near the bottom. It's either it's gonna be the twist off cap, or it'll be on top where you can move it, you can pull it out, look at the dipstick. Sometimes there is no dipstick and it's just a cap. When there's just a cap, that means you fill up the oil all the way to the top. When there's a dipstick, you fill it up to the top of the XX point on the dipstick where it shows you, the minimum and the maximum levels. You want it towards the max, obviously.
In half a mile, keep right at the fork.
Always be checking that, okay, guys?
West, Florida's Turnpike.
All right, hope that maybe helps. If you have a portable generator that is an electric start, meaning it has a battery, meaning you don't have to pull it. You push a button and it starts up.
Keep right at the fork.
I've said this so many times. You need a trickle charger hooked up to that at all times, plugged in to your house. And then obviously when you lose power, you won't be able to charge it, but you have to have one or your battery's gonna die every like 5 to 6 months. If you use a trickle charger, your battery will last you 2 to 3 to 4 years. Okay, so if your battery's not even lasting a year, most likely you're not using a trickle charger. Generators do not charge the batteries. On generators, they don't charge the battery while they're running. It's not like a car or a truck, any vehicle that, you know, when you're driving, your battery's being charged up by the DC alternator. There is no alternator on these units. And so there's no way for it to be charged other than an external source, also known as a battery charger, trickle charger. If you have any questions, write in the comments. I can definitely give you the brands and the ones that I buy. They're the best. So anyways, I hope you guys are prepared for hurricane season. And let me know if you guys have any questions, okay? All right, bye.